I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Piccolo's the dad that we all didn't know we needed. I'll tell you that right now. You can like this is the episode where
I'm
we
trying
give
to,
Piccolo his motherfucking flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to
man.
Anime and Thangs, guys. It's the Father's Day episode. You know, we was hyping this up last week. You know what I'm saying? Peep the background for the watchers. For the listeners, we have Piccolo and his son Gohan in the background. Okay. Okay, this is the episode, you know what I mean? All week
Uh,
on Instagram been talking about giving the good Father's Day flowers. And we gonna do that with this episode. Started with my main man, Piccolo, okay?
what about? Should we start with
If you say
Bardock?
Goku, I'm gonna punch you.
We should start off with Bardock.
I was gonna say you say Goku.
That's a good father right there.
You know what? Yeah, Bardock. You know what? Bardock. He was really trying to hold the thing down
Yeah,
for him.
man.
He was.
He was like, man, so they
He
gonna kill my son. I gotta get him up out of here.
He's right. He right. He right. He was like, you know what? Let me just ease him out right now. He was like, you know what? Raditz is already out there. So
Mm-hmm.
Goku, we just gonna ship him off too. We already know what's really good in the hood. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So yeah, Bardock, you know, he put his life on the line. You know what I mean?
You know
He
what I'm
did what he
saying?
was supposed to
You know,
do,
we got
and I'm gonna give it to him.
Grandpa Gohan.
You know, Grandpa, absolute to die by your own son's hand. It's got to be the roughest thing. Like, you know what? You know what? This is why I knew Goku wasn't shit from the beginning. No, okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That is the most unpopular opinion. I was just telling someone too that you can't be ugly and have an unpopular opinion. You got to pick a
Wow.
struggle. You can't. You can't be ugly and have an unpopular opinion. You got to pick one because it just doesn't work well in your demeanor. Like you ugly and you spitting unpopular opinions. You don't want people to like you.
You know what? That part right there might be our first post on TikTok.
That's
Like,
one of the most toxic shit I've said this whole season.
exactly. And that's how we kick it off the TikTok.
I can't wait to see how many views. Like, you know how many mean ass comments I'm gonna get, like, oh, so what? Ugly people don't have rights? Like there's gonna be so many.
They about to be at your neck, and I'm
Bro,
gonna be.
they're gonna
And
be like, and you're the ugly one. That's gonna be the first one. And you're the ugly
like both
one.
y'all niggas ugly as fuck.
Bro, out here talking about unpopular opinions, bro.
Y'all faces unpopular.
I
What you
was gonna
talking
say, popular opinion, both y'all ugly.
about?
Like, get off my TikTok. Get off. We about to get negative likes. It's not even possible.
No, it's gonna get hella likes, because people it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be controversial, so it's gonna get hella likes.
I know they could be like,
It's gonna
find
be.
this bitch.
It's like in this world, you can't have just only one or the other. It's usually both. You get
Oh, yeah.
hella likes, but with all those likes, it's a lot of hate in that comment
Oh
section.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
And a lot of love in there too, but it's a lot of hate, so it go hand in hand.
I honestly, you just gotta put in the tagline. This is a joke. Like you just have to put it when you put it up.
No.
Oh wow. Everyone gonna be like, oh,
Fuck
copycat
'em.
on some bullshit.
Fuck them.
Harmed. They're gonna be like copycat on some bullshit. I'm gonna be harmed. No, but straight up though, honestly, yeah, Grandpa Gohan, the fact that especially because Goku was really terrible when he first found him too.
Yeah.
Like he was busting upside the head and shit. He was doing some terrible ass shit to him, actually. So he was definitely a good dad. You know, we gotta put Vegeta up there.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
Vegeta's up there.
Vegeta makes my life too as a good dad because like I think my favorite dad moment for Vegeta was like if you land one punch on me, we'll go to that stupid ass amusement park you were trying to go to, and he was like,
Right.
really, really, and then he punched him, and then when Vegeta punched him back, he was like, hey man, you ain't do, you said you gonna do all that. He was like, okay, I said if you land a punch. I didn't say I wasn't gonna hit you back, and I was like,
Right.
what we learned. I was like, what we learned, and I was happy that he actually kept his promise. I mean, he was pissed off, but he was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I can appreciate that
Yeah,
about
man.
Vegeta.
Listen. No handouts, man. Like just because you think I'm gonna let you just wail on me.
Yeah,
Watch out,
I love it. I
because
love
that's
it.
not how the world works.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Life lessons
Even-
for Vegeta.
Even when adult Trunks kind of came back too, and Vegeta was just like, "Guess this my kid." I like
We
he was still. I feel like Vegeta knew all along.
yeah.
Like I feel like especially when Piccolo heard it, he was like, hey, that's not my business. You know what I mean? And he kind of called it. But I feel like when I feel like oh, I'm busy. Like, you want to drive me to work? Or are you busy? I'm busy. I'm not at home.
The latter.
Me, I'm not at home. What time you gotta be there? Why she asked me that this morning when she left my house? Oh, Dad told me to ask. Oh, wow. You like your sister off? My dad is off. I hate it here. And speaking of dads, my dad is off. But no, but straight up though, she said I was trying to secure a ride before I said I could go. Oh, all right, I feel it. So yeah, I think the Dragon Ball Z world has like, cause Krillin's a good dad.
Hmm.
Like Krillin really cares about what is it, Mirin, Merit, something like that.
Yeah, whatever.
It starts with an M. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I feel like
yeah.
17 would be a good dad too. Does
Yeah,
17 have kids?
I believe he did.
Oh, you know what? His wife had kids
Yeah,
prior, I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think he's a good stepdad. I think from what I
Yeah,
saw from him too,
he
like
that guy.
17's, yeah, he really is.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
and which is
Um,
actually kind of crazy. His character development has also been like,
yeah,
wow. Like, I mean, especially because they're trapped as teenagers. You know
yeah,
what I mean? They don't actually mature
right.
anymore. So I think it's actually interesting that he's gone from a guy who was like, I'm gonna blow up the planet,
So
like,
now he just in the cut, chilling in the
and
woods.
caring about animals.
Right.
Like that's the part. Like, bro, you cared about no
The man, a
living
park
creatures.
ranger.
Listen, he was like, fuck them humans. But you know what? Animals, they ain't never did shit to me. Like,
Nope.
and I
They
can
ain't did nothing
appreciate
to
that.
nobody. They just be out here living.
I can appreciate that about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta give a shout out to All Might, you know what I'm saying? He the real dad of the season 2, you know what
All
I'm
might,
saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Holding it down for young
Holding it down.
Midoriya. You know what
Holding
I'm
it
saying?
down.
I was like, even One for All. Even All for
O-
One, I mean, is a dad to Shigaraki. You
Okay,
know
so
what?
like now hit out the whole thing.
All right, ugly people can have popular opinions. That's what we.
I'm just gonna say current
Okay.
endeavor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we know he was trash in the past, but he making
I think Endeavor, based in the manga too, Endeavor is
yeah,
making really good strides to kind of to do better as a parent. I think that is interesting to see. His character development is very interesting because he's still an asshole. Like
yeah.
that
Oh
ass.
yeah, no,
When
that's
he like comes across, he's like, "You need to make better friends." And Todoroki's like, "Hey yo, fuck you."
like
Like,
hey, all y'all niggas weak.
yeah.
Remember when they with the follow up? He like y'all trash.
Yeah, straight up. He was like, "You need to surround yourself with better people." And he was like the likes of you, Dad. And he was like, "All right, you know what? You had it. Let me go."
You right.
Yeah, like you know what? Actually, Bakugo's dad. Like we don't get to see him interact as much, but he's like a softer soul. He's like real
Yeah.
sweet and stuff like that. I feel like we don't get to see a lot of the dads in the show for real, just because of like the way the
Yeah.
kids are.
A lot of times you don't really get to see much of dads anyway.
Naruto's dad. I mean, Minato died, but he did what he could.
Did what he could.
He really
It was
could.
the village that was hating.
And Kakashi was low key surrogate Sasuke's dad.
He was everybody's dad.
No, Iruka was Naruto's. Iruka Sensei was really doing the damn thing, and for him to take care of Naruto after the Nine Tails had actually killed his parents, and the fact that he was the only one in the village that didn't take it out on him, like him and Kakashi, he didn't even know about the Nine Tails being sealed away in Naruto until like way later, and the fact that he just didn't that he didn't harbor any hatred towards Naruto, unlike the rest of the village did.
Haters.
Like, and it's crazy because Minato actually thought that people would consider Naruto a hero, but everybody was just like, "You got the Nine Tails," and I'm like, "He was an infant. You act like he made a choice or something."
Right.
Like, on top of the fact that, like, thank God, bro, your village would be gone. Like, let's have this conversation.
If I didn't store that Nine Tails in him, he'd all be dead.
Dead ass. Listen. Like.
That.
And what's crazy is that no one knew. Everyone knew the Nine Tails was inside Naruto, but y'all just thought that the Fourth just put it in a random kid. Let's just talk about this, because Naruto looks just like Minato, like dead ass, and that is just like, and everyone. So I mean, everyone didn't know Kushina was pregnant, but it's just like a baby that happened to be born that night, and like
looks like
the Uchihas had to know too, because Sasuke was born like a couple weeks before Naruto was. Kushina and Sasuke's mom were like pregnant at the same time, and they she had him, and she was like, "You do so, look at you." Like, so But I'm happy that Iruka was there for him, and that he was a stand-in for his father at his wedding
Yeah,
too. Like I feel like Kakashi as well. Like kind of stood in, and like Kakashi really could have really been terrible based on all the
yeah,
shit that really happened to him. His coming home to your dad, like finding your dad's body. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Your dad killed himself. Like that is,
You
and
had to
then
kill your best friend.
man,
Take his
oh
eyeball.
man, listen. And then you had to kill the love of your. She got in the way. You
Hmm.
weren't even intending to kill her. She just jumped in the way. Like, cause Kakashi had feelings for her.
Yeah, that
Like,
was that was his boo.
I mean, obviously to the point where he never married. He never fell in love again.
He
He
just be
just
out here chilling, reading
man
dirty
vibing,
books.
just vibing. Like that's all he can do. Same thing with Jiraiya.
Yeah,
Like Jiraiya really like stepped up as well and
yeah.
really
Even though
like
he's a sick nigga,
he really did like
pervert.
listen. And I mean, Itachi. I mean, he still gave off those big brother vibes, but
Yeah.
he was still,
You know,
looking out.
you know who's surprisingly a good dad?
Hmm.
Orochimaru.
Honestly, yes. Honestly, yes. And that's really interesting to me actually because I feel like Orochimaru really. I think this is the most unpopular opinion that Orochimaru was just really misunderstood. Like, I don't know if he's as much as evil as he just wants to, like, I feel like people who are in that type of area want to see how far science can take them.
Yeah,
And I think what happens is that people who aren't in that area are like, you shouldn't do that because morale speaking, it's wrong. And they're like,
right.
yeah, but like, if you get past your morals, we could live forever. And
Yeah.
and he's like, but we're not meant to live forever. And the fact that he's testing things on children. I will say that, but like
the
that's
the
the
way you just slid that in there like it was a little issue. And the fact that he says it on children, but other than that,
I think that's the part that really kind of made everybody was kind of irritated. You know what I mean? If people would have volunteered to be tested on, I think they
yeah,
would have been fine. But it's the fact that you were like,
snatching up little guys.
yeah, like I think it's just that. Like you're not even doing it on your own students. You're just finding children,
Right.
like and just biting them and being
But
like,
yeah,
let's see how this work out. Like
but yeah, he is a solid parent.
he is. He is a solid
I
parent.
was alright.
Shikamaru is too.
Yeah,
And you know what? The whole Nara clan,
yeah.
okay, because his dad Shikaku had him. That scene after Asuma died, and he was like, "You just need to let it all out, man." And he was like, "I just don't understand." He was like, "Let's just finish this game. Give you some time to yourself." And like, I'd never seen Shikamaru break down like that. Like that was a rough scene. I can never go back and watch that scene because it is so like emotionally draining to watch him really like cry like that.
Yeah.
Shikamaru was so cool, calm, and collected. Even when the third Hokage died, like we didn't see that much emotion.
Yeah.
But like Asuma being dead, just like and
Shooky.
man, I mean, he just picked up a cigarette and was like, "Until we get this done, this is my new lifestyle." And I was like, "Okay." Like honestly, Shikamaru, I could have did a whole spinoff based on just Shikamaru. I really could have. I don't care how many Mendok size I would have had to sit through. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. About none of that shit. Like I fucking love Asuma. And I loved Shikamaru. I loved Shikaku. Just the whole fathering in general of all of them. Mentors, male mentors, being like father figures is probably the best. Because I feel like female mentors in anime are like really badass and not really mom figures. You know what I mean? Like they don't give me like Lisa from JoJo. Like she's like, I'm your mom, but you're a dumbass.
Yeah, or like Lady Tsunade.
Like they don't give me like mommy vibes. But male mentors, they definitely something about them. Like you know what, Kilo's dad was a good dad in Hunter x Hunter. Kilo's dad was he was like, "Is this really what you want to do, kid?" He was like, "Yeah, dad, it is." He was like, "All right, man, go do that shit." Like, like, and I can appreciate that. I really could.
The pops from what is that? World's Finest Assassin.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
I really liked him. I got a little nervous at first when he was examining him naked. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, where is this going?
My man just had to make sure he was growing properly.
I know. I was like nervous for it. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, he raised a solid young man.
He really did. He really did. I feel like we got some good anime dads this generation. Like we really do. Like some good mentors that's really out there giving a fuck about our main characters. Like I feel like Yami's like that too with Asta.
Yeah.
Like
Yami, yeah.
Like we don't give him his flowers enough because he's always.
But he like that to all of them though.
He definitely is. Like
Like,
he's like Pops from Fairy Tale.
yeah,
Because everyone's Neil, Natsu's
yeah,
dad. Neil was a good dad. I had to give it to him. He was a good. All the dragons are good parents. I was like, how the fuck does this work?
yeah.
Like, I mean, you just care
Raising
about
him.
him so
Get
much.
back up on my
Like,
mama.
man, listen, because it be the sexy ones that don't be the good dads. It do. Like I'm like, damn, you a good ass dad. Gildart's. I mean, if he would have known about his daughter, I
Yeah.
think he probably
Because
had the
as soon as he
potential.
found out he was turned into a
Man,
good dad, this man will pop up out of nowhere. Who you hear my daughter?
man, listen. When Kana got her ass whooped, Gildarts was like, so let me understand this. You fucked up my guild, and you beat my daughter's ass. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to
I'm
fuck
about
your
to
damn.
light your ass up. You think
Man,
you're sweet?
man, listen. He was like, "You thought that this was a good idea?" I was like, "All bad,
All bad.
all bad."
All bad.
I wasn't expecting that either when I found out Kana was Gildart's dad. I mean, daughter.
Daughter,
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh shit!"
I did not see that coming.
I didn't.
But then when they started putting two to two together, it was like,
That makes sense.
makes sense. Both of them lit.
Right. Like I was like, you know what? Yeah, the drinking, like you could just put it all away and keep going about your day, huh, ma'am? Get with that though.
But yeah, and then even the Wizard King,
Mm-hmm.
I'm out here just
I know. He
being the cool ass nigga. Even when he got turned into a child, he's still a cool ass nigga.
man, right? No, he was just like, I mean, do we really have to do that? Like Julius, he like, I'm just saying, like, I mean, we could just all chill out
My
though.
man be like, "Hey yo, can I go with y'all?" No, I'm trying to see his powers. Get your ass back.
Right. He like, I sound like I was about to get into some fun ass.
Right,
He like, you are the king. You have paperwork to do.
Like,
He like, I ain't know it's gonna be all this now.
right. He like, I'm trying to see them in action.
Man,
Like,
constantly. Oh my god.
he be so turned.
They're fucking good. There's also who was I just thinking of? Like I was like, damn, that dude was a fucking good ass dad too. There's just so many. I think I can really appreciate that. Like male figures in anime have just done a good job. Shanks, that's what I was thinking of. Shanks did more, has done more for Luffy than.
And what was the old man name that was training? Yeah, Garp.
Yeah, Garp D, Monkey D. Garp. The fact that Garp went through the trouble of being like, I need y'all to not be pirates, and they were like, "Fuck that, we gonna be pirates." Like just Garp's feelings when Ace like died.
Yeah.
Like he was like he didn't deserve that.
No, it
like,
was the one who was training Luffy. I can't think.
Oh, Rayleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rayleigh gives off mad dad vibes.
Yeah.
Mad dad vibes. Luffy's actually had a lot of father figures that have
Yeah.
like gone through out of their way to make sure that he's just like he's set. And even though his dad, even though Garp doesn't agree with it, he's like, I mean,
even low key Jinbei be having this.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Like, let me get you right.
Yeah,
right now. You a little off.
Definitely. I mean, Jinbei like y'all never cease to amaze me. But
right, y'all like y'all be wilding.
Right.
But, with y'all.
I feel like that's how Robin is too, though. Robin gives off mad vibes. Yeah,
like,
she is. She was looking at Nami like, "Is that really what you want to do?" And Nami like, "I don't know, actually." She's like, "That's right. Sit and think about that."
Right, like let that sizzle in your spirit.
Right. Yeah. She's like, "I know y'all young. Y'all like to do stupid shit."
Right. Like, go ahead, let that marinate.
Yeah, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. Because I feel like too, like Zoro does that with Chopper. Yeah, like Zoro gives off dad vibes with Chopper because he always makes sure the Chopper is set. Like he like, "Hey yo, you good, man?" Chopper like, "Yeah, I guess I'm all right." He like, "Hey yo, y'all fucking with my nigga Chopper."
He do be popping up like, "Hey, leave my nigga alone."
Yeah, like my little nigga alone. Every time he like he's a raccoon. He like he's not a raccoon. Shut the fuck up. He said he ain't a raccoon. You see him? Shit, a fucking reindeer.
Reindeer, man, get it right.
Right, like I feel like Chopper be like, you don't know me and shit. He like, and then like like Zoro shows up behind him. Yeah, you don't know this nigga. All right, you right. I'm gonna fall the fuck back. Like,
but yeah, they like all badass little kids, and the only mature ones is Jinbei and Robin.
I'm telling you.
A bunch of maniacs.
They are. And I feel like Zoro's is like Mihawk. Like Mihawk really did take the time to train him. I really wish we could have saw more of that too. Yeah. Like I would love to have gone back and seen like more of whatever Zoro did to lose his eye. Like, or if it's that actually too. Gone. I need answers. Like, Oda, can you just tell me? Like, just
let us know,
please. Like I mean, I've heard the theories. I know the stories, but I want to know really. Like, is his eye really gone? Because I can't imagine Zoro losing his eye. Let me
Yeah,
just start with that right now. Like Zoro is the Vegeta of One Piece. Like
true.
dead ass. And we've never even considered him a side character. Like if you told me that Zoro was the main character of One Piece, I'd say
Look,
okay.
low key, because I mean, like, look, Luffy literally was like, "There's two emperors of the sea." He like, "Hey, yo, hold it down. Take a nap real quick."
Yeah.
But that's something like Goku would say, "Hey, Vegeta, hold it down while I recover real
Like, let me get
quick."
this sensu bean.
Right,
Vegeta like, you don't tell me what the fuck to do.
right.
All
Like,
right.
nigga, first off, by
Right.
the time you get back, he probably gonna be dead. Like, if we
Right.
keeping it above,
I know. Zoro gives me mad Trafalgar. I mean, Vegeta and Trafalgar Law are like, what did it say? Don't tell me what the fuck to do.
don't tell me what to do. Matter of fact, just for that, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
You don't get no round two. I'm gonna
Just,
kill him.
just cause.
Just
Just
cause.
cause. Like,
Just because you think I'm weak.
yeah,
You
no.
talk about buy me some time. Nigga, I'm about to body you.
Every time.
Every
Every
time.
time. And you know
Even
this.
if I lose. Nigga, you don't worry about fighting. He come in talking shit like that. Don't worry about fighting him again.
Right. I feel like Vegeta just be like, man, you know what time it
Right,
is.
nigga, this is the last face you gonna see.
I feel like that's Bakugo too though. Like I love the rivals because they all do the same shit. They like, hey yo, if you hold it down, hey shut the fuck up.
Shut
I'm
the fuck up.
I'm
Hold it
handle
down.
mine.
Hold it
Right,
down.
right.
In this nigga.
Man, no, you was holding it
Yeah,
down.
you was holding it
right?
down. You was saving him from me.
Baby,
Like,
you the light work. You always been the light work. Like I feel like that's Bakugo. Like you always been the light work.
that's why they really just gotta let Vegeta get one to solidify that he him. Like we know Goku him, but it's still
He was him when he took Frieza out.
they still be questioning Vegeta like
I don't know why.
because let him be him and you know what I'm saying.
Man, I've been saying it this whole time. Give Vegeta his fucking flowers, please.
I mean, because like in the let's be now. I think you know what hurt. You know what put a stain on it. It was the first Broly movie.
Yeah.
That put a stain on his resume. It was like LeBron against the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was
Because he was folded early.
He was. He was.
But I can see why though. But
No,
still though, they that it hurt my heart to watch that movie.
We gotta give Vegeta his flowers. I don't know why people won't let Vegeta live, but there's a reason why Vegeta really like there's a reason he's got the fan base that he's got.
Because he
like,
really be about it.
Because people really be sleeping on him.
And then it's so much confusion because it's like why the one who really be about it can't never get the dub. Like Goku don't be on it like that.
It's the stupid people. I swear to God, it's the stupid people. Like Luffy is dumb as fuck. Like Naruto is pretty stupid sometimes. Like you be sitting there like you just stupid people. Like I think I mean like stupid as in like they just kind of they're impulsive. They do what they please. They run off. And I feel like it sucks because in the anime world, it doesn't calculated people either. There's no like middle ground. They're either getting folded every 20 minutes or they're like they beating ass. Like I mean we've actually never seen Shikamaru get folded. Like no, he just like I mean technically when Asuma died that would be the only thing, but like even I mean he gave up with Tamari before he was like I'm out of chakra, so this ain't even all of that. Like like he was like we're not even doing that right now because I'm out of chakra. Like Shikamaru really
actually
is one of those.
Wait, then did he get folded when the tuning exams got crashed?
No, he laid down and went to sleep.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
He went to sleep with everybody else. Everyone just thought he was asleep. He was like, he was like, man, what?
I don't think we ever really seen him get folded.
No, we have not. No, we have not.
Actually, I mean, he got roughed up against the Akatsuki.
No, he definitely did.
Yeah, he got roughed up.
But when he seen him again,
when
he seen him again,
that was a rough one. I was like, ooh, they just.
That's my favorite finisher in Naruto too. When he's like, "That's your grave." I'm like, this Shikamaru. I'm like, go ahead, let that ponytail down, sexy ass. What are we talking about?
That fight was intense.
That's the real simp. Listen. I mean, I know we be simping about you know over Sasuke, but Shikamaru, he can come bless my life anytime. He just absolutely can. Oh my god! Listen, I don't know what it is about lazy characters in anime. They fine as fuck. like think about the lazy characters that don't really be wanting to do. Benny Maru from Fire Force.
Yeah.
Daddy, fine as fuck. He don't don't want to do. He like, man, that sound fucking tiresome.
He the strongest nigga
Right.
there
I'm
in the
like,
whole
come on
in the
over.
whole spot. Don't
Mhm.
nobody want to smoke weed.
Mhm.
Even the Joker dude be like, I ain't
This too much.
not really trying to work with you. Like if I got to, I will. But once you start getting too crazy, I'm up out of here.
See, that's what I'm saying. Because Benny Maru be like, that shit sound exhausting.
Remember they sent him to train. But his training regimen is crazy.
No, dead ass. It is. It absolutely is.
Like for you to be that lazy, why your training regimen like that?
That shit. I feel the same way about Dobby.
He had them boys going through it.
Shit.
They came back stronger.
You right. They came back and Daddy Maru had it to get. Listen.
Yeah,
Characters that
I
don't
couldn't
give a
let
fuck.
Fire Force go away without seeing because they ran through that motherfucking tower. What was that damn
Man.
place called? Where him and the Joker was.
Oh no, they did. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't think of what it's called either. Yeah,
and I was like, ooh, they was there.
Characters that do not give a fuck, fine as hell. Find me a character that doesn't give a fuck that ain't fine.
Yeah, they gotta finish that. I'm glad they're coming back.
Man, and I think what Chainsaw Man is happening.
Yeah.
We're about to be actually, you know what, Spy Family, because we're speaking of dads too. Because
you know, he be out here.
For a dad who's just trying to do something for a mission,
yeah.
You know what he really put in.
He be out here trying to be the husband too. He be out here like, make sure she cool, man. Make sure she comfortable.
I love him. I think about Fantasia. I love it. When I see him, I'm like, yes.
I'm just waiting for the moment where they find out she's psychic.
I know, and I'm mad because I think next week is like this week coming up. Next week, Saturday is like the last episode. I think.
I'm waiting because I'm waiting to see when they all found out about each other.
Cause summertime starts.
But I think the brother is gonna be the one to expose it all.
I think so, but I don't know. When they met him and he was like, I guess the fact that he's looking for Twilight is the part that really had me.
The fact that he got a weird sister complex,
bro. But you know what? I can also understand it because he doesn't have a mom or a dad. Yeah. So I think that's awkward too because people always forget that if you don't have any other familial love, then obviously as a boy or as a little girl, I mean, because little girls also want to marry their older brothers and stuff like that. They like are close to their age, they interact, and then as they go through puberty, they figure out that you shouldn't care for your sibling that way. But if that's all you have and all you know how to interact with, your parents are the ones that teach you that you should not be with your siblings like that. True. Like those, it's not a brain thing. Yeah. Like we know it because our parents tell us we shouldn't do it. Right. Like it's kind of like I feel like everyone's got that cousin that's not your blood cousin, but everyone's like that's your cousin. Right. Chill out. Like don't be that kind of person. Like it's the same thing with guy. Yeah, like it's like they're your cousin, bro.
Speaking of that, it's a disturbing amount of those TikToks. Well, I'll be like, bro, y'all really just out here, huh? Like at the family reunion lurking.
And I definitely did just see a video like that where she was like
your fine cousin come through.
Yeah.
What?
And I'm like, can you give me some background? Like, are they a step kid? Tell me they're a step kid at least. Like
or through marriage or something. Yeah, like not in the same family tree.
Yeah, like you have to tell me you're not related by blood. Like you have to because y'all look alike. Like that's got deeper connotations to it. Like, and I definitely saw like a TikTok where he was like that cousin that's always trying to do something. She's like, so what y'all finna get into? Like he was like one of the dudes like, bro, you are a cousin, and I was like that part there. Like, and then when the mom came home, she was like, we wasn't doing nothing. And she was like, I didn't even ask you what you was up to. But now I'm suspicious. I was like, that. like, I feel like, you know what? I feel like anime doesn't help. Like, I'm watching a couple of Cuckoos, and I like it, but I don't like it. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I don't like it. Because a couple of Cuckoos is really interesting. These kids were switched at birth. I feel like I've talked about this on the show before. These kids were switched at birth, a boy and a girl, and their parents decide that instead of just switching them back because they're in high school now, that they're just gonna say fuck it and make them get married so that both sets of parents can enjoy their children, right? Or whatever, because you know anime rules. But the brother who was switched at, he had a sister. Because they were switched at birth, he had a sister with his parents that weren't really his parents. So as he starts to like kind of he likes a different girl too. He likes a different girls to love triangle. The sister is just like, well, since you're not really my brother, I guess it's okay for me to have feelings. And I'm like, no, it's not because you grew up with him because he's your big brother. Like, and even though y'all not blood, you just found out he wasn't
Right.
blood. Like
And
you,
now you ready to pop off.
yeah, that's a completely
That's
no. Like you can't like no. No, like I feel like we invite some of it sometimes. Like, and I didn't even go mad. Like, gonna lie, when I was watching Shield Hero. I wanted now for me to end up with that cute little girl that he took in that is now an adult. But then
mm-hmm.
I was like, no, because when he met her, she was a child,
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of raised her, and that's
That's it. Yeah,
inappropriate. Like that's
what do
like
they call that? Grooming.
yeah, like even though it's unintentional. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
She's in love with him. She's deeply in love with him, but he's also the only male
Yeah,
figure
that,
that's been nice to her
right.
that she doesn't know. And it's clear that he's like, you're like a like but and the other little girl really likes him. But he's like, you're like a daughter to me. Like
Right.
I can't do that. But the other one, they're like, you're the sexy woman with you. And he's like, huh? Oh, that's just old girl. Like
Right.
and she's like, I'm just old girl. And he's like, yeah, like like I'm like this part here, like
Right.
it's interesting. I think it's interesting. I really do. Like I feel like that's kind of how they kind of treated. I think that's what Goku thinks of like Bulma, like when he accidentally ended up in her room,
Yeah.
and she was like, he like, I want to see your saggy old titties, and I was like,
Right.
wow, and like I mean. Poor Vegeta. Honestly, I feel like Vegeta probably should have turned up more than he actually did. But I think he was just in actual shock that Goku would just disrespect on such a high level. Because he really popped into there. And it's not even like Bulma was like, hey, baby, or nothing like that. Like, she didn't even think he was Vegeta. She was here. He like, I ain't popping here to see your saggy old titties or nothing. Anybody peeking on your
Right.
old ass.
Right.
And then Vegeta was like, wow. Like, he was like, yeah, okay. Like, on some big brother
Yeah,
shit.
like I
Yeah,
instant transmission in
like,
here by complete accident.
right. Like, we all know them bitches is eggs, like, fucking nailed to the wall. Quit playing with me. And,
Like
like,
I was not here to see you.
I know Vegeta was just like, I'm so sorry. How many times has, like, Goku seen you naked? Especially the way what type of time Bulma used to be on, too.
Yeah,
Like,
Bone
Bulma
was
be
a thought.
like, you give me Dragon Balls, I'll show you my panties. He was like, I don't see your dirty old drawers. She was like, they are not dirty, you rude little boy. I'm like, this is tragic. I keep forgetting that Bulma is older than
Yeah,
Goku, too. Like, that shit was funny as hell. I ain't never seen no disrespect that
man.
loud.
Yeah, little Goku was disrespectful.
Big Goku was
Yeah,
disrespectful. Oh, boy, really said he was saggy. He'll
it,
never see your
but see
ass.
that's listen when you trying to proclaim innocence, that's the level you gotta go to. It's like I wasn't here to see none of that
Yeah,
you got going on. You
man.
old beanbag head. You gotta flame them to let them know, like
I know.
to stamp it home.
I mean, because she really. I was like, did you really just accuse Goku of all people of
Right.
sleeping? Like, are you sure Goku can't even get with his own wife? He didn't even know what kissing was. I mean, that had me shook.
I mean,
Vegeta was like,
yeah, he can.
Vegeta was like, you got kids.
Right.
He was like, that don't mean we kids. He was like, you can do everything but kiss. I was like, that's a real type of. Maybe that's why Chi Chi be so angry all the damn time. Like,
That's her fault for trapping him.
imagine old boy busting your goodies down and never kissing you. Not even a kiss goodbye, a kiss good morning. God damn, like
That's what she get for trapping him.
man, you know what? And
She low key groomed him. She was plotting on him.
I would be so hurt. Like, first off, I'm mad at Chi Chi. You let old boy bust the goonies and didn't even get a kiss. Like,
Cause
come
she
on.
a savage too.
Y'all ain't right. Chi cheating.
But nah, Chi Chi ain't cheating.
And like Goku would notice. He'd be like,
But
"Oh, good, you found a training buddy."
it's a risk you don't want to take though.
You right. You right. You know what? We ain't never seen nobody put their hands on Chi Chi.
Cause Chi Chi put their hands on them.
I know. I think Piccolo is actually afraid of Chi Chi.
Everybody is.
And it was funny that Vegeta like we just pick women like that.
Like you talk about Piccolo, everybody afraid of Chi Chi.
I know, even her own father.
Yeah, he be like, whoa,
We
whoa.
should have did a Mother's Day episode. We was on hiatus.
Yeah.
Because Chi Chi definitely would have been the fucking background. She the real one. Chi Chi and Boma is the real ones.
The
Dead
Chi
ass.
Chi something. I'm like, Piccolo scared. Everybody scared the Chi Chi.
It's the fact that Piccolo goes out of his way though, like to absolutely avoid
Everybody
her.
go out their way. They don't want no smoke
I
with Chi.
know, but
You know
Piccolo
how
was.
many people we should be like,
But
Goku.
Piccolo.
Remember Goku used to say, yeah, tell Chi Chi I be.
I know everybody like tell Chi Chi.
Tell Chi Chi. No,
Hell
you
no.
tell Chi Chi. I ain't gonna tell Chi Chi.
You call her. Goku would just call Chi Chi and be like, "So
Chi
I
Chi
ain't
will
gonna."
pull up on Goku no matter where he
Oh,
at.
I know. Oh, I know. When he seen her and she at that fucking contest and he was supposed to be fucking doing something with the tractor. She you saw Piccolo behind her holding groceries. I was like, wow. She was like, Goku, you were supposed to be. You was like, oh no. He was like, Satan hit me as hard as you can. He was like, forgot my like, like he was sitting there, he was having a good time. Then he heard
And got up out of there quickly.
it was
Mind you, this man is has ultra instinct, and he
man,
still got up out of
he
there.
was just like, oh,
You can have the win. I'm not going
my
out like
man
that.
was caught and terrified. It was like that Piccolo was behind him,
With
behind her, holding groceries too, like helping Chi Chi shop. Cause you know why? Cause Piccolo was Gohan's father.
that's security.
Man, what? Chi Chi don't need no security.
Hey, listen, security.
Man, look, the only person that people
Hot
fuck
though, he
with.
be over there mad, but listen, he's so scared because I can't do that. Mink, 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 mink. You right. I'm gonna go help you with the
Cause
groceries.
she just throw him like I feel like he be worried she gonna do something to Gohan.
Pulling frying pans out the back pocket, like
All bad, all bad.
gangster. Like
All
her
bad.
dad is 30 feet tall and shook.
Oh, good time.
Mm-mm.
You know what? Gohan is a good dad too. We ain't
Yeah,
shine a
Gohan
light.
a
We
good
ain't shine a
dad.
light on
Yeah,
Gohan.
Gohan a good dad.
You give a fuck about Pan. You always,
You don't play about Pan.
you know what? Gohan was straight boyfriend material. He had to be definitely because I was growing up when Gohan was growing up. That was my boyfriend, and you couldn't tell me no different because the way he used to take care of Adele, I wanted a nigga to teach me how to fly. Because listen,
Yeah, he got Adele together.
yeah, he really was. I mean, cause she was mean and everything, and he was just so sweet with her. Oh my god, I was like, this man, low key. I feel like my fiance is like Gohan. Like I feel like I definitely found me a Gohan because he is just so sweet. No matter how, I am definitely Bakugo. Like I'm just like he's like I love you, and I'm like I should kill you right now.
I should punch you in your throat.
You know, it's. I feel like people probably be really worried too when they hear us like, because I'll be like, I should beat your ass, and he like, you come to bed. I'm like, fuck you, yeah. I'm on my way. I'm like, I love you to pieces. I'm like, I should kill you though. He like, you want some dinner? Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
And now you shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He's like, you shut the fuck up. Bring your ass over here. Get some goddamn dinner. I know you're hungry. I'm like, I am. It's a tragedy. It really is. It's a real tragedy. I feel like, you know what? We gotta shout out to the abusive women that love their man for real. Like, for real though, because I'll ruin somebody's day over my man though. Don't even fuck with me. Me and Vidal, we got that. We got that shit. Don't let nobody.
Oh, Android 18.
Man, because that's important though, right? Because think about it though. Android 18, she loved Krillin. She loved her with all her heart. That's that hard love. That's that love you really can't tell nobody about because people don't even believe that somebody can love you that hard. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine somebody that loves you so much they will happily walk into an ass whooping for you. Man, like, for real. For real. That's not your parent. That's not your parent.
Listen, you look, Vegeta almost whooped Beerus ass.
Listen.
He slapped Bulma. He said, hold on. Goku was even like, ooh.
Listen, I've never seen. He was like, "That's my Bulma." Don't do that. Like he had been working. He had been working so hard. He was like, "That right there, that's my Bulma. That's my Bulma." I've never even heard him call her anything endearing. So when he said, "That's my Bulma," like, bitch, you just fucking get
just slap my lady,
man, what?
Beerus almost lost his life that day.
You know what? Actually, too, thinking of dad figures in Tokyo Revengers, Draken gives off dad vibes.
Low key,
like the way when he got the flag for Mikey for his little stupid kids. He like, where the fuck is the flag at? He like, hey, shut the fuck up, Mike. He's right here. I got the flag. Damn it.
The way he be looking out with damn,
Hmm.
I forgot his name.
Takemichi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He Draken honestly, and it's probably because Draken doesn't have parents.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why he has to really be like the dad of the group for real.
Yeah.
Like Mitsuya is too actually. Like especially
Yeah.
now that with the Christmas conflict about to get animated, because I think Tokyo Revengers comes back in July, and I think they're pushing for 50 episodes instead of
Ooh.
24. Because the pace would be good if they did. Because Tokyo Revengers is in its final arc, but Mitsuya, we find out that Mitsuya has two sisters, like Mana and Luna, and they're little girls, and I believe they're twins, or at least a year apart. Like they're extremely close, and he takes care of them while he's also in the biker gang. Like, and that's actually really interesting that he like. Because we already thought Mitsuya was like a just a regular, because he's a pacifist. Actually,
Yeah.
he's in a gang, but he's a pacifist.
He be chilling.
Yeah, like that's what I tell you. Lazy characters, just cool fine as fuck. You know what? Mitsuya birthday just passed too. You know what I'm saying? Gemini King, you know, going up. You know what I'm saying? Fine ass. But anyways, grown up Mitsuya. Oh my god. Ooh, yeah. We gotta do a simp episode. We got to. Everybody got waifus and husbandos. Don't we?
It's just gonna be her up here simping.
Don't act
for
like
45 minutes.
Let's not sit here and pretend.
Simping.
Let's not sit up here and act like you don't have no waifus.
I think about it.
We just gotta check everybody's ages before we get on here. That's all.
I think that'd be the main reason why I just stay away from it.
Listen, because I definitely had somebody try to clown me one time. Like, that's a child. And I was like,
I'd be like, I don't know how old y'all is, so I'm just enjoy the show.
I will say this much: if we grew up with them, then I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Yusuke was 14 when I was born, so right. I feel like I'm allowed to simp over him. And at the end of Yu Yu Hakusho, he was 18. So
yeah,
you know what?
That's all fair.
Like that's what I feel like that's fair. Same thing with Tokyo Revengers. Like when that was happening, I was not even that age. Like that's like 2007 type shit. Okay. Like, and I was
so basically go off the year the show was based.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like that's appropriate. Like, which you know takes my boy Bakugo out for the simping because you know that's the future. Mm-hmm. But it's okay.
Way in the future.
Don't worry about that.
You're an ancestor.
Mind your business. I ask you. You know what? Anybody come see you, Otis? I'm not putting up. I'm allowed to simp over people, but you know why I am allowed to simp over my man Gohan, daddy. Okay, and you know what? I feel like people simp Piccolo. It's just that he's in the Namekian, so we just acted like we just like him for his personality. We can't like him for his looks because
nobody wants to take the alien.
Don't do that. You know why? Because we get enough trouble just for liking like people that are on the cusp of 18. Imagine the conversation. Piccolo was 5 years old. Like Piccolo is not that old. Piccolo's a child.
Yeah, he only like a couple years older than Gohan.
Dead ass. Like he like, really I think they only like brother.
They really like siblings more than the father.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So we can't even.
Relatively closer age.
Right, so we can't even touch that. We can't, and I don't know who was simping over Frieza. I feel the same way about people that simp over fucking like Hisoka. I'm like, I can't get behind it. I mean, you know, we all know that I'm here for the boys' love, but that's
the boys' love just did not.
That's just predatory.
Roll out.
It's the way he does it too. He's like gone, and he's like breathing hard, and I'm like, oh God, like he like. And I'd be sitting there like, It's, you know what? It's one thing to think that someone is delicious. It's a completely other thing to just act out eating a cobbler while you're like. I feel like Hisoka would be good at ASMR. Sound like
that was weird. Like, bro, why you?
Don't he sound like he eating a cobbler or something like something real like fruit and sweet, like you hear the smack off his lips, like that voice actor really be having me like see that's the second part, that's the second TikTok. Like my man sound like he be eating cobbler, he be like gone. I mean, he be like, oh my God, like my man is eating cobbler right now, like my man has peach cobbler with some ice cream,
peach cobbler a la mode.
You can't tell me that Hisoka doesn't sound like he's eating food whenever he's like lit. We gotta talk about Soma's dad. Soma's dad was a good dad too.
We throw him in after the peach cobbler, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I was remembering Soma's dad. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that's our time, but you know, remember that, guys.
Soma's dad. Peach cobbler.
Am I wrong?
No.
See,
Like he
right?
had a mouthful of Starburst.
He do right. Oh, Skittles that. You know, people that just can't stop eating.
Right.
You be like eating collard greens.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Happy
Yes,
Father's Day
happy
to the fathers that
Juneteenth.
deserve a happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy all of that. I'm kind of sad they kind of mixed. I feel
Happy
like I
Father's
couldn't
Day to
get my.
stepdads too.
Yeah,
Y'all matter.
y'all be doing the damn thing. It's good on you to take care of just any child that's not yours, because goddamn, you don't owe that responsibility. Okay, like shout out to the step parents in general. You know, y'all be holding it down. Some of y'all okay. That's what I'm gonna say. Some of y'all do the damn thing. Kudos to you for staying with somebody knowing that they got kids, and that kid gonna say, "You're not my dad." Like
Bye, y'all.
kudos.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, babies.